Sweet. We are finally live, you guys. That was a lot of work. Yeah, today's going to be a really short one. I'm extremely late. I can see the sun is setting. It's practically gone now. It's getting really dark. But anyone who still tunes in and watches this live, thank you. I've been so off schedule lately, all over the place. It's been insane. But I didn't miss it. I think a lot of people thought I was going to miss my live today, and I didn't. So I guess that's a plus. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my stories that I've been posting, and I'm going to post some more, where I went just canoeing out in the ocean. Not canoeing, sorry. Kayaking out into the ocean. And it was a ton of fun. It actually got really scary, though, because I'm not good at going on the water. Like, I have no experience. I've never, done a lot of stuff out fishing or out in the water. And we literally were going just out into the ocean, just out into the deep depths of whatever. Like, we had no idea where we were going. We just wanted to go and explore. We even stopped at one of the buoys. One of the photos I posted was those big old buoys that we got onto it, and it was so big that it was able to hold me, and I took a picture on it. It looked really cool. And then we went further to another one, and we saw a creature on it. I don't know what it's called. Some like walrus type thing creature. What are those called? Anyways, just this really big fat looking sea creature, and it was really cool. We filmed it. We took a little video, and I think there's a little snippet on either mine or my sister Rachel's Instagram stories. So that was a lot of fun. What is up? Oh, nice. We got some people joining us. Yeah, I know it's late, so it's probably not going to be a regular evening with Eskel. I think we're just going to go really quickly into the new updates, things that are changing. Talk a little bit about Amanda's live. Hers was really good today. And my near-death experience while I was on the water. It actually got really scary because we get past the buoys and get out really far, and then we start noticing, because the thing that we're riding, the kayak, it's inflatable. Like, we had to pump it up with a pump, and we noticed that it's getting squishier. Like, something is wrong, and we're like looking around, start like freaking out. But then we hear a little bit of air coming out of it, and we follow the sound to this hole that's on the side of it, just slowly deflating this boat that's keeping us alive out in the water. And we cover it up, and I'm just holding it, thinking, like, what are we going to do? Like, we got to figure out a way to pump up our boat, but we also got to, like, clog this hole so it doesn't keep sinking. But we didn't plan for this. We were not prepared at all. We had nothing, no patches, whatever. And we're looking around, and all we have is a first aid kit, right? So we literally patched up the hole with Band-Aids. And we had to use a lot of Band-Aids, you guys, because they're not very sticky. They're not the strongest, but we were desperate. So instead of panicking and feeling like we were going to have to abandon the ship and swim all the way back to land, which we were pretty far away from the land at this point, we took a bunch of Band-Aids and just stuck them onto the hole. And it took quite a few. Even after we put like 3 or 4, it was fine, and we started paddling some more, and then eventually, like, we could hear the air start coming out again. So after about good like 10 or 12 Band-Aids later, we finally got it to stop leaking, and we're able to paddle our way back to shore. But it was a lot harder getting back even. But yeah, it was super scary. It was a fun adventure, and so nice to just get out on the water and enjoy my weekend. But a little panic attack during it. It was scary. We got a lot of great photos, though. I even got these sea creatures. I think they're either clams or mussels. I'll post some pictures about them, but I would show you guys. My phone is messed up, though. Look at that. It's like green and cracked like crazy. I haven't been able to do much with my phone. That's why I haven't posted much on Instagram. I haven't responded to any messages. Haven't been doing hardly anything with my phone, because for the past 3 days I basically haven't had a phone. So it's been crazy. But I found these like mussels or clams or oysters or whatever, and I'm curious if I can eat them. I want to like cook them, but I don't know if they're edible. So I'm gonna post some pictures and look up online, put my life in Google's hands again and see if they're safe to eat. Maybe if I boil them or something, because I wanted to catch crabs. My sister's gone crab catching before and gotten quite a few crabs, but they were saying there's only certain places you can do it right now until July, once July hits, then I'll be able to go crab catching. Oh boy, I'm not seeing any of the comments. I hope everything is working right on here. Yeah, it's been a long week. I think I mentioned I moved out to Seattle, so I'm out in Seattle right now, and a long week. Some annoying noise, but oh sweet, we are getting some comments. What's up, Hannah Michael Arts? Thanks for the donation, really appreciate that. Our first ever comment was from Sydney Bennett. We got Taylor, Jen, welcome. Oh, thanks Denise. Sweet. Okay, I wasn't getting the comments for a while, but now I can see them all. What's up? We got Kyle Grant in the house. Rachel! We got Rachel here. Rachel says it was called a sea lion. Cool. Yeah, there's this really big fat sea lion that we saw today. And we got really close because we were just going from buoy to buoy for a while. And I was just headed straight to the buoy. And it wasn't until we got like within like 15 feet that we recognized and realized it was a sea lion just sitting right on there. And me, I'm just like so fascinated. I want to get closer and closer. But Rachel starts freaking out. She's like, we're too close. And like grabs the paddle and splashing and makes like a bunch of noise that the sea lion jumps off and swam away. And I was like, Rachel, come on. It was so cool. And I didn't think the sea lion was going to hurt us or anything. So I wanted to get as close as we could. But I would guess that we were probably within 10 feet when we finally scared it away. But it was pretty close. It was really cool. Sea lions? What's up? What's up, Irina? Hello, everyone. Opie says, how did you guys eat eggshells? Yeah, it wasn't the most delicious for sure. Crabs, I know it's better to boil them alive. Yeah, in fact, some people have told me that if you kill the crabs and wait like till the next day to cook them, then it can be already bad for you. Like they either rot really quickly or something is wrong with that. So the best way to ensure that they're like clean and okay to eat is to boil them alive. That's what I've been told, which is kind of sad, but I mean we eat them anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter that much how they die. I don't know, but it seems a little crazy. Holy crap, you actually came on. I know. Yeah, I was really close to missing this one because I was enjoying my time, having so much fun, going out on the water, exploring Seattle and the beaches around, that I was like, man, I don't even know if I'm going to have time to go live. But, I mean, I came home around like 7 or 8, maybe 8 o'clock. And I was like, okay, I got enough time to go live. But then the problem was I don't have my usual computer. I don't have my regular setup. So it took me so long to download the new software, to get everything all set up, to find out what I'm going to use as my stands, how I'm going to have the right lighting, which the lighting kind of sucks right now. But that was the least of my worries. I wanted to make sure the sound was going to work, which hopefully the sound is working. Let me know in the comments if there's any issue. I know it's not the best. I didn't have time to test anything out. I was like barely having time to even go live, but Denise says, thanks, Rachel. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with Rachel for sure. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff. But yeah. What else? Nice. Yeah, I didn't get a ton of preparation to figure out what to talk about. But one of the topics I want to talk about is I also didn't get to do a controversial discussion with Abigail this week. So hopefully next week we can do 2 or something. But I have to get my phone fixed first because I can't go live on my phone. It's split right on the camera, and it's been a pain trying to get like the warranty and stuff on my phone to be able to fix it. But one of the topics I want to talk about is there was this post of this kid, like you could clearly tell he was a minor, drinking out of a beer bottle, right? And all the comments were just raging about like, oh my gosh, that's so bad. And I guess maybe because the post was so chillaxed, said something like, even the young kids here know how to really have fun or something. And all the comments were like pissed off, like mad. All these raging people just so upset at this post. And, my first thought was like, well, I mean, yeah, that seems like that's not supposed to be happening. Something does seem off about this. But then the person that actually posted it posted like a secondary thing, disclaimer or whatever, saying like, don't worry, we filled up the bottle with apple juice or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes it all right. And to me, instantly, I was like, okay, everything's fine. There was no actual alcohol, no kid drinking, so everything to me was all fine. Like, there's nothing to get mad about. But people kept on, maybe because there was already such this like rage and anger train or something, that they continued. And a lot of people were still getting mad. And to some extent, I can kind of see their point, though, because they were saying that you're kind of encouraging or like advertising kids drinking, making it look like it's okay, and like maybe you'll confuse other kids that see a kid drinking and think that makes it okay and stuff like that. And so it's like, it's funny to me how much my mind transitions, when you see one thing and you have your first initial thoughts, and then as you kind of like break it down and see other perspectives and get other people's ideas from it, you kind of start to almost formulate your own belief system of that, of like what's good, what's bad, what's okay, like how to handle certain situations, what it needs to be like. And this has been something that's been on my mind for weeks now, ever since last live. I forgot to mention to you guys what was it? There's one thing I forgot. Okay, let's get to these comments really quick. But aw, thank you, Hannah. That thanks was for keeping you alive on the ocean. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad she had a first aid kit, because that's not something I usually carry around with me. But what's up, Darcy? No worries. Technically, I'm the one who's late here, so I was so late. It was crazy. Yes, don't get too close to sea lions. I have taught canoeing in the ocean along west coast of Canada. Sorry, guys. I hope that wasn't super loud in the mic. I should have turned it down. Anyways. I'm going to Detroit in July. Heck yeah. Something I'm really looking forward to is out here for the 4th of July, there may be like some cool spots on the water to be able to see the fireworks, like see them in the sky and the reflection on the water. I think that would be so cool. Or even to take a boat out, right? That could be awesome too. Tigers for the ocean. Yeah, I don't know why they call them sea lions. Maybe they're just as dangerous as lions. That's why. My friends did a music video of toddlers drinking milk out of shot glasses, and it got banned. Really? Milk, though. Milk, you should be able to know what it is. But, again, see, that goes back to, is that representing the wrong thing, It's kind of interesting. I live 2 hours from Detroit. Okay, nice. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things to explore for sure. This is why I need to take notes, because that's what I want to mention. The whole reason why my phone is all fricked up is when I was doing my live last time, the best lighting comes from the window, like natural sunlight. So I had set my phone right onto the window, and I was getting it was open. The window was open to get a breeze in. And right when I finished the live last Sunday, right as I finished, I went to go click the little X thing, and thank goodness it ended the live. But right after, I had hit it enough that it tipped the phone and fell right out the window. And the drop was pretty far. I think it was at least 30 feet, and landed on complete cement, right on the road, or concrete. Yeah. And so that's why I got beat up so bad. It was so sad, because I look out the window and I see it way down there, and it's face down. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's probably completely destroyed. I thought it was just going to be completely shattered and not work at all. I have to go all the way down and find it, and I pick it up. And when I first picked it up, it was bad. I knew oh my gosh, see all that black stuff? But then when it turned on, look at that, it still works. I was like, dang. It's super annoying, though, because 25% of the screen doesn't work. And at first, it's not doing it right now, but when I first picked it up, it was having this green, a bunch of green. It's not doing it anymore, but it would like flash green and make it super hard to see anything on the screen. So it was crazy. IDK, if you drink alcohol, as long as you don't get behind the wheel of a car after having a little too much fun. Still sucks though. I know, yeah. Now, because I just started going live on TikTok as well, and it's so easy to go live on TikTok from your phone, and I haven't been able to since my phone's been broken. So I'm hoping to get it fixed this week and can take care of all that. That would be super nice, but nice. Yeah, that's true, but anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna take a lot of time today. I think this one's gonna be a super short one, but yeah, I don't think anyone in the UK. Some of the people in the UK was messaging me and saying I should try to do lives earlier, which maybe I could have. I should. It would have been smart if I tried setting everything up this morning and possibly going like first thing in the morning. That would have been really cool, but. Yeah, I just gotta try new things out. Get a new schedule. I need a routine, you guys. I finally got a gym membership out here, so I'm going back to the gym. So that's super nice. I like that. And yeah, just going from there. So it's cool. Sounds like you had a busy day. Oh yeah, way busy. Yeah, I'm glad I at least made it. I would have been so sad. 70 weeks straight of going live and then missing one. I think probably at live 100, I'm going to make a change or try something different, or maybe move my lives to a different day of the week. I don't know for sure, but yeah, it's definitely been a crazy experience for sure, but yeah, I've been able to keep it up, so that's nice. The gym definitely helps set routine. Yeah, and it's so good for your mind. People think that I go there for my muscles, but I don't really have those yet. I mostly go there for my mental health. It's super nice to just be able to zone out and get your blood flowing and to really like think and focus on like what your priorities are, what you want to accomplish in life, and what you're working on, really. So I like it a lot. But hopefully it's good for my heart too, and eventually the goal is to be able to get muscles out of it. I think that would be nice. I just mostly want to be able to stay active. I don't have a particular physique goal. I mean, I just want to be able to run 5 miles. I want to be able to just have all the energy I need to just do everything throughout the day. I think that's a big goal for sure. But yeah, I think it's awesome. A couple years ago, my phone I'd had 2 weeks, fell 2 feet and flipped over into the tile floor, shattered screen. My husband still has his, bought us both same phones with different cases, same time. Dang. Yeah, when it's brand new, that's when it's the worst too. But I feel like when my phone's brand new, I treat it like a little baby. I'm like so careful with it, and I always try to get like the screen protectors on it and a good little case on it. But it's just because they're so expensive. Phones can be a lot of money. It's crazy. But that's why I'm really hoping I don't have to buy a new one. I'm checking and like calling and seeing if the warranty is still like available on it and stuff. Have you explored Twitch anymore? No, because I don't have my big gaming computer with me. It would be nice to do Twitch, like video games and stuff, like live streaming different games that I play, because I love StarCraft 2 and Call of Duty and even Halo. I think that would be a lot of fun, but it can't run very well on a laptop. You need like a good graphics card and just a really good computer to, first of all, be running the game and have it be good graphics, but then to be having like a streaming software running in the back end as well. I don't think it would work on this computer. But yeah, that's kind of like a big part of why I liked my gaming computer though. I built it and it was a lot of fun, but I didn't end up doing too much with it. And it was just, it's so big. That's another thing. It's hard to like take it with you when you go other places. But I don't know. Maybe I can get it down here, or just get another one or something. No, maybe that's a bad idea. I'm spending way too much money out here. The cost of living out here in Seattle is a lot. I didn't think I would notice it that much because I feel like I like to think that I'm good at budgeting, but I don't think I am. I need a finance class or something. I definitely got to start budgeting better, figuring out where all my money's going. I am a little bit in vacation mode right now for sure, exploring the city and just going and seeing fun stuff. But eventually I got to like crack down on my expenses and start saving some money. That's the goal for sure. You can always enter the just chatting section of Twitch. Yeah, maybe. I gotta definitely explore for some more, try out new things. Yeah, I think that could be fun. I'm hoping Instagram and TikTok can be another just chat room type of thing. And allow people to join and everything, because sometimes I'm really bad about reading comments on the YouTube live, so it's nice when people can like request to join and actually be in the conversation and stuff. I think that could be a lot of fun. But I think when I do it on TikTok, I'm going to do something different than controversial topics, because nobody wants to join those. That's one thing I've noticed. I have a lot of fun discussing and talking about it and sharing my opinions and getting other people's opinions, but a lot of people get offended and get like, I want to say passionate about it, but also sometimes it just gets really heated and intense. But that's probably because they're passionate about it. Even 2 weeks ago, my live with Amanda, where I did a combined one, it was super fun. I enjoyed it a lot, but I got a lot of messages after that saying that what I said was kind of harsh, maybe, which, I mean, I totally understand. Like, when you talk about controversial things, people are going to get offended from them, and it's bound to happen, and I'm sorry to anyone that I offended, but I personally try not to take it to heart. I don't try to just don't assume that I'm talking to you directly or saying that I know everything. A lot of the times when I share my ideas and my opinions, I give a little bit of a disclaimer that I grew up in a cult. I may not know all the best ideas or know how to handle situations the best. But I mean, it's still fun to discuss it and learn and just try and better understand it, because to me, I feel like that's what a lot of these discussions are. There's a goal from it to be able to learn and better understand it, and first of all, to better understand my own understanding of it, because when I put it into words, I'm kind of forced to cultivate it and actually define it well in a way that I can understand it enough to share it with other people. So to me, that's actually a lot of fun, because it's kind of challenging myself, and I get this sense of better understanding, self-discovery and stuff like that. So I like it, but it's bound to lead to me saying some dumb stuff too, because I say dumb stuff, but I think that's okay. I've kind of accepted that with myself, but some people want everyone to be perfect and never say anything wrong. But aw, thanks, Hannah. I really like Hannah's comment. They're saying, it was harsh, but it was amazing to hear you grow and progress right there in the conversation. Instead of quitting, you both talked it out. It was awesome to watch. Yeah, and see, that's the point. And it probably seemed more harsh because I was talking to Amanda. I feel like Amanda and we're siblings, we argue. Sometimes we argue bad. If you could see some of our conversations not on camera, we just get at each other. And we definitely get into some heated discussions. But we know deep down that we love each other. So it's it never gets to a point where it's just we stop talking to each other. We're just so mad at each other that we won't continue the conversation, because we understand that when we're saying what we're saying and we say it passionately and we're getting kind of upset at the other, it's because we actually care and we want them to see our point of view. We want to better understand the situation and see where they're coming from. We want to be able to help them or help ourselves to see from their perspective or gain their life experience that they have that causes them to believe and see the way that they are. So I think it's really great. And honestly, I just wish that's how it was with generalized people, with everybody. When you're out in the world and you meet a stranger, there's this weird connotation that's like you can't be honest almost. Like you have to be really careful at what you say because they're a stranger. They don't know you. They don't understand that you have good intentions with all these things that you're saying. But if we could just interpret people's opinions and what they're sharing, then if we could just interpret that from a good place and assume that they don't mean to be harsh or mean to be rude, I feel like we would have such better opportunities to have these discussions and not get mad. You see so many viral videos of these people sharing their thoughts and their beliefs and everyone getting super upset and getting all mad and just going crazy about it. Whereas like a lot of the times they're not even being that mean, They're usually just stating things that they're just their opinions, right? And so I think even with strangers, if we could kind of do that same thing that I do with my siblings and just assume that they're coming from a good place and understand that they love me and that they're not doing this just because they hate me or like they're mad or trying to like degrade me. I think that's what a lot of people can interpret it as. When someone disagrees with someone, they assume that they're like degrading them or like attacking them personally and just disrespecting them. Whereas really having disagreements is okay. You can still respect someone and respectfully disagree with their views or their beliefs or, their way of whatever their opinion is on whatever. And I think if people could view disagreements with more understanding and more respect, then we would do so much better as a society. And so that's why I really do enjoy having these discussions. And I think maybe it is extra fun having it with my siblings because, I know that I can, like, we're never going to really get mad at each other, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so they say, thus is my own, sorry, I keep on getting away from light. Thus is my own personal opinion, but not everyone has to accept your feelings on a subject. People are going to disagree. If they don't like it, that's their problem, not yours. And I wouldn't even view it as a problem. So many people, and this is where I think it's important to like be very self-aware of what we're saying. Negative connotations should not be taken as like disrespect, but so many people, when you say like, oh, I think this is wrong or that's bad, using those terms oftentimes really set people off. And it shouldn't, because, it's just someone's, vocabulary that they're trying to use to describe or share what they're thinking and believing. But there's so many times that if you just used words that are not necessarily a direct negative connotation, it makes it easier for people to interpret it in a positive way. So like instead of saying, oh, that's bad or that's wrong, a lot of the times I think it's so much more important to be like, share that, oh, I don't do that, or like, well, according to my belief system, that's not something that I agree with, Then I feel like people are a lot more open to accepting and understanding. They're like, okay, your views are different, but you're not shunning or like degrading me just because I have the views that you don't have, because we're always talking about how diversity is a good thing. So why is it that we get so like what's it called when we just get so, I guess, offended or so like feel like we're being personally attacked when someone just views things differently than us or has different opinions? When diversity is good, it's okay. We all have different backgrounds. We all have different parents. We all have different upbringings. It would be crazy if we all viewed everything the same way, That's just not the way that life's meant to be. Let's see. When it's a sibling, it's a lot easier to get frustrated quickly. You both are good at keeping going to work towards seeing each other's view instead of walking away. It's a good thing. Yeah, I think I definitely agree with that. I think that's something that's very important and something I work on a lot. On my ancestry, Mountain West Pioneers regions. Okay. refresh my memory real quick. When did you leave the order? I left the order. This December is my 7-year mark coming up. So it's been 6 years. So quite a while. A lot has happened, man. I want to create all these different videos, but I really don't have time to. I feel like that's why these lives are where I get to share my newest updates all the time. Because I want to make a video like, oh, I moved to Seattle and I'm trying out this new experience, but I just don't have time for those. I post little videos on like Instagram, and I'm going to start posting fun ones on TikTok and stuff. But yeah, long-term YouTube videos are definitely being put on pause a little bit for now, for sure, because a lot's going on. But I wanted to share a lot of like my religious beliefs in different videos, because I feel like I can't help but feel like when I just share everything right here, it's not enough time to share the full backstory and fully explain it, that a lot of people might interpret it in ways that I don't intend for it to come across. But to be honest, I'd rather just be able to share everything. And so one big thing, and you can kind of catch on to it. If you follow me on all my social medias, you can tell my religious background has been changing, and my moral beliefs has been adapting and changing to my new life experiences and just new things that I'm discovering. And I'm now telling everyone that I am agnostic because of the fact that I just don't know. And there's been too many times where I'm like, oh, I want to believe this, or I want to just have that peace and comfort that comes from saying, oh, I know there's a God, or I know that there's this spirit world after. I know what happens when we die, but I don't. And so I've accepted that fact, and I feel like just being agnostic has kind of helped me to be more true to myself, and also be more open to exploring different religions and different spiritualities, and just fully discovering what I want to believe and what my moral beliefs are. And it's been interesting. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a growing experience for sure, but it's also been very like time consuming and difficult to figure out what all of my beliefs are now, because I'm so much about like, I just want to be a good person. I know it's important to like, treat others the way that you want to be treated. But now I can't just be like, oh, what are all the LDS beliefs? Bam. Okay, that's what I believe now. And so I'm trying a lot harder to be more receptive and understanding to like learn about why people believe what they believe, and what it is that I want to believe, and why. Because I always tell people, the reason why you believe something is far more important to me than even what it is that you believe. So that's what I'm trying to define really well and work on for myself. But thanks, Denise. Yeah, I want to make shorter videos for sure. I think that would make it a lot easier and a little less time consuming, and it could be a lot of fun. Maybe if I don't stress so much about all of my editing and like adding music, which is tough because I get torn, because I'm like, oh, I want to make it look this way, but I don't have time to, so I'm either not going to post the video, or the editing's going to be not the best. But I'm like, honestly, if the editing's not the best, at least I get to share these cool experiences, So I like that. Maybe I'll start doing that a little bit more. Oh my goodness, Denise, that's a good reminder. So I almost quit candle making. I almost gave up on it. And hopefully this is a motivational speech of why you should never give up too early, you guys. But I was feeling so down on myself. It's been 2 months now that I've made my summer candles, right? And was so excited for people to try out these new scents and get feedback on them and stuff. And it's been 2 months now, and I didn't sell a single candle. And so a few days ago, I was like, I must suck. Like, my candles are shit. Nobody gives a crap about them. And so why make them? This is stupid. And then instead of going into my bed and just crying myself to sleep, I go onto the website, justcultytingz.com, and realize Amanda never posted my candles. So it's her fault that my candles suck. I'm just kidding. But Yeah, that's the reason why they haven't been selling. So I got to talk to her and figure out how to get them up on there. Anyways, don't give up on your dreams, you guys. That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, so my candles aren't even on there. I've been talking about my summer candles for weeks now, thinking they were on there and people could go get them. But I guess they're not even on the website. I have them all made though, but nobody can buy them yet. I gotta talk to Amanda. I know she's been really busy too. Maybe I could just ask her how I can list them on the website so she doesn't have to do all the work for it. But yeah, that was a rough patch that I went through too. That was kind of tough, but Mandy's talking about the music being distracting when I'm talking. You must be talking about my first videos ever. Yeah, I am a lot better at editing and adding music now, but my first 2 or 3 videos, the music was louder than anything, and you couldn't even hear what I was saying. So it is kind of pathetic, but those were super old. I posted those a long time ago, and my editing, that was when I very first was getting into editing. So I know they're kind of crappy, but they're the first ones ever. So it's getting a lot better now for sure. Sweet. Awesome. Anyways, this has been great, guys. Thanks so much for joining, even though it was super late. I'm probably going to call it a night, but you guys are the true dedicated fans. I appreciate you guys watching this evening with Eskel, even though it was way off schedule and, I don't know, not very well planned out at all. I will tell you guys this, though. To make up for it, I'm going to start planning my next week's live tomorrow. I'm going to make sure it's as good as it can be, and yeah, have some interesting topics to talk about. And even I want to go through a lot of our previous lives and the different comments that people have, and really cultivate a fun, engaging, just awesome discussion, because that's what my goal is with these lives. And I always find things to talk about. Even like today, I didn't have anything planned to talk about, and there's lots of fun things, and you guys are great at asking questions, and kind of like, you guys really do take lead in these discussions a lot of the times, and I love that. I think it's awesome. But I'm going to try to be a little more prepared, because not only am I working on myself to have better daily habits and more routine in my life, but I also want to be more intentional in the things that I'm sharing. All of these lives that I do, they're super fun and I enjoy them a lot, but I don't have a whole lot of like, where's this going? What is this discussion helping us to better understand or better share our thoughts on and stuff like that. So that's one thing I'm going to work on for sure. So that's something you guys can look forward to next week, even though this one was kind of crap, but you guys are awesome. I'm glad you guys still watched it, and next week I'm going to make sure that it's a really fun one. And I want to do a video where you guys have a say in what happens, because there's lots of cool places here in Seattle I can go to and do a video about the fish market, or different beaches that we have here, awesome coast views. So maybe what I can do is, anyone that comes to the next week's live and is engaged and commenting in it, I'll just pick someone out and ask you guys what video you guys would want, or let you guys share different ideas, or basically guide me into where some of my videos go to, so you guys can see any part of Seattle you want. Make it really fun and engaging. Anyways, I think this is everything for tonight, but thank you, Sally, Denise, Mandy, all of you guys for being here and supporting my YouTube channel and just being awesome, being a part of these discussions and being engaging and fun and super helpful. This has been great. But maybe go to a Mariners game. Ooh, and there's cool touristy places here. I heard that there's a city under the city. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but it sunk underground, and so they built on top of it, and you can now go and take tours of it. See, something like that. I think that could be interesting. But whatever you guys are interested in, if you're claustrophobic, you might not like that. I don't know if it's tight space, tunnels or whatever. Denise says, "Good night, everyone. Have a good week." Thanks, Denise. Drive to Aberdeen, and I'll buy one from you, and you have a cinnamon one. Aw. Where's Aberdeen? I'll look that up. Yeah, if any of you guys are close to Seattle, I know that this is a big place. I met up with Smiley already. Sorry, I can never remember her first name. Like Angelina Smiley. She was so fun. She gave me a little tour of the city and everything, and I've been trying to meet up with her again. It's been awesome. So, any of you guys that are close to here, I'd love to do a meetup. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Have a great time in Seattle. Would love to see your tourist videos. I've never been. I will pay you to go to that next month. Aw, thanks, Denise. Heck yeah. Yeah, if any of you guys are willing to pay for stuff for me to do, I'll go make a video about whatever you want. So, that would be a lot of fun. Heck yeah. Oh, Todd, you just made it. I was just about to end the live. Maybe I can go for a few more minutes, but I'm glad you made it, Todd. I know it's probably super late for you, but I had the hardest time getting everything ready to go live today. But you can rewind it and watch the live in 2-speed. And I shared about how I almost died in the ocean today and how my sister basically saved my life. We went kayaking out on the water. We saw this big old sea lion. I found these little mussel, clam, oyster things, and I'm going to research if I can cook them up and eat them, if they're like edible. I mean, I know they're edible. I've seen people eat these before, but I've never seen them just take them right out of the ocean, and how they cook them and how they make them sanitary and okay to eat, you know? So I'm going to figure that out, see if I can eat it, and hopefully do some cool videos about surrounding areas here in Seattle. So anyways, I can always watch it back. Yeah, there you go, Todd. For baseball, Giants or Giants game. Oh yeah, actually, I wonder if Rachel and I went to. If you follow Rachel on Instagram, she posted this baseball game that we went to here because we got free tickets. Someone that we know here, one of our friends, had, I don't know if he won them or what, but he had extra tickets, so he gave them to us, and we got to go there. It was really fun. The stadium here is so nice. I was really impressed at how big it was and how like many screens they had, how you could just see so much. Like the game was so like, I felt like I was in it, you know, like so up close to everything. It was awesome. Might need to Google your red tides. Red tides? Red tides. Google your red tides. I don't know what that is, but is that like something to do with the clams? I do need to Google, make sure I'm not going to poison myself with those clams that I got. I love seafood, but it's always so sketchy at like how you know what you can eat or not. There's so many weird things in the ocean. We saw a jellyfish today too. I tried to like pick it up with the paddle. I was too afraid to touch it with my hands though, because you know they can sting and stuff. But jellyfish look so weird. There's so many sea things that just don't make a lot of sense to me. But snorkeling would be cool. If I got like a waterproof GoPro, I would totally get. Nowadays they have these like air tank things. That's like a CO2 tank. They just put on and you can just go diving and go underwater and go explore, and you got like a good, I think the tanks hold like 10-20 minutes worth of air that you can breathe underwater with it and just go explore. That would be pretty fun. Or even like spear fishing. I've seen a lot of these YouTube videos where they take this spear gun, they'll go underwater and they'll just shoot at different things underwater. But I think it'd be really hard to like pull it back, because I can barely swim back to the beach. That if I had to drag a fish behind me, if that fish is big at all, it'll probably just pull me under. That'd be scary. That is when you can't eat the seafood mussels and oysters and such. Oh yeah, I gotta look up the rules, because with crab hunting, they said there's lots of areas around here where you can go crab hunting all year round, but I think the beach closest to me doesn't allow crab hunting until July. So that's when Rachel and I are gonna go. Or we might just drive a little further and go to some other places with it. I had a friend with a YouTube channel that dives in Seattle. Really, Denise? Send me their link. I want to see their stuff. Maybe they'll do a collab with me. That would be fun. I might need to come visit. Really, Denise? You should. That would be so cool. Because already, like, I've had someone give me a tour of the place. I've just been exploring the different areas that I think look cool. And I could take you all around. Show you all these different places. That would be so fun. That was what I was thinking. Oh, that would be awesome, Denise. And you know me. I'm like adrenaline junkie. I will do it. I will do whatever. So this would be a lot of fun. I also got offered a job of cleaning windows on skyscrapers here. I wanted to do it so bad. They don't quite pay enough for me to do it, but I almost did it just for the excitement of being able to, get on this little belt thing, take me all the way up on the outside of a skyscraper, and then just cleaning the windows. Think of how relaxing and cool that would be. The amazing view you would get all day, and just cleaning the windows. That'd be the life, man. If they would have paid a little more, I would have taken the job, given it a try. But I really like my job right now. That was what I was thinking. Ooh, nice. Okay, sweet. I think we're all caught up on the comments. The greatest Seattle fire, photos of early Seattle, the fire and its aftermath, 1889. What's now Pioneer Square was a whole different neighborhood. Ooh, Pioneer Square. I'll have to check that out. Well, that is definitely taking your window washing job to the next level. I know, yeah. I think because that is kind of funny that back in Utah, I just started doing some window cleaning just on little houses, and I had like extender poles to clean them, and then I get offered this job to clean skyscrapers. Oh man, that's so cool. Oh hell no, I'm scared of heights. Yeah, but I'm not scared of heights at all. I think it's really fun. I've never been like scared of planes or anything. I love climbing things, so I think that would be just such an adventure to try. I still haven't gone to the Space Needle though. I gotta go there. Maybe I could do a little short video of going there, checking it out, just exploring, asking strangers interesting questions. What if I did a video of asking strangers what they think of polygamy, Because I ask a lot of people just off camera, and I've been shocked at how many people are like, maybe they just don't want to offend or something, and maybe it's just because I look like a play kid. I don't know. But I've been shocked at how many people are just like, oh, it's not a big deal, it's whatever. And I'm like, oh, what? Like so surprised. But maybe it's just because they don't know the full story. I don't know. But it is interesting seeing people's reaction and then telling them that, like, I have 3 moms and 32 siblings. That's usually fun to see people's reaction on that. But I think a lot of people don't believe me. They think that I'm lying. So maybe I'll have to bring proof when I do this video. I don't know. That could be fun though. I'll go on a plane ride. Space Needle is awesome. I have a selfie my daughter took of her and my son there a couple months ago. Eskel, you asked my opinion. The video would get flagged. My opinion. What video would get flagged? About asking people about polygamy? You think they would flag that video? I would hope not. That's the problem. I feel like cancel culture is so big right now. They're just banning and flagging and deleting all these videos that are like, pretty basic videos. I don't know. But anyways, awesome. This has been fun, you guys. I really appreciate it. We'll definitely continue this conversation. I don't really have a good way to message anyone right now, but in a couple days my phone should be fixed and I'll get back to all the messages on Instagram. I haven't even looked at my TikTok messages though. I saw I opened it for like a second and I saw that there was like 200 messages and requests and stuff, so I'll try to get back to all those eventually, but until I get my phone fixed, no promises. But yeah, any great ideas, send them my way. I'd love to be able to brainstorm with you guys and try new things out and just have fun with it. Let's just say what I would say is rated R, not appropriate for YouTube. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. He's stationed in Everett, and she flew in from Salt Lake City to Seattle so they could spend time together. Everett. I'm pretty sure I see Everett on my freeway signs all the time. I'm pretty sure I live somewhere around Everett. On TikTok, I've been seeing throuple. What is that? Interesting. You have 30 siblings. Some men have that many wives. Some, I don't know. Only the leaders come close to that. I mean, Warren Jeffs has like 80. Yeah, he exceeds all of them. But I only know one person in the entire order that has 30 or more, and that's the leader, Brother Paul. No one else really comes very close to that. I think the next person under them has like 12 wives, so not even half. But you're right. I guess there's some people out there that have that many wives. But it's so rare you meet people with 32 siblings, though. So I think that really shocks people. But awesome. Okay. Well, this has been great, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.